So one thing I've realized recently in this lifetime, and I'll make a whole separate video on this specifically, but is that every single moment of reality, every single moment of time, from the beginning of when this reality, this world, when this whole world first, you know, existed, when it became an existence, right? To the end of time, which let's say there is an end, or maybe there isn't, you know? The point being is every single moment of time has already happened, has already been pre-written, and is happening right now at this very moment as I speak. You see, most people see time as something that is in the past or is in the future, right? Something that's not happening now because, logically, you can't see it at all. But even the CIA, even all these, like, Albert Einstein, Nikola Tesla, even all these people successfully realize that there's more to this reality than what people think and see. And lots of these sci-fi movies, they put the truth out there in plain sight, but they put it in a way to where, no one's gonna actually second guess or question it. One thing I've realized myself is, and I'll call it that, is I created, I'm sure it's, someone's figured it out, but I'll call it for now, the license plate theory. I'll make a whole separate video on that, but one thing I've realized myself is that every single part of our specific timeline is already set in stone. It's already written. It's going to happen exactly how the universe, the matrix, the prime creator, God, whatever you want to call it, it's going to happen exactly how he already sees it. It's already set in stone. You can't change it. Us humans, us souls have the perspective of free will, you know, because we're living life as something new. But when it comes to time itself, it's already all happened. It's happening all at once. Most people won't be able to understand this, won't be able to comprehend it. And yes, I know I didn't explain it fully yet. But this is something that's more advanced. This is an advanced way of thinking, but what I've realized is that it's all based off of pure logic. It genuinely is. That's how I got to the theory. That's how I realized it. And once you're able to use this to your advantage, once you understand, logically, and you see the evidence for yourself, which is a whole different topic, but once you understand it, you have a different perspective of life because you realize every single moment, every single event, every single thought that you make was already supposed to happen exactly how, the prime creator saw it would, intended that it would. And we all have a certain destiny. We all have a certain, time. Every single event that's happened has already happened. But from our perspective, we have free will. And from our advantage, if you use it that way, you realize that anything you genuinely want in this reality is guaranteed. And that's a whole different way of thinking that no one thinks about. And I'm sure that's a certain way, and that's a certain reason why, the elite, but also the CIA and all that stuff, they haven't put that in like any documents. You really think the CIA is gonna put something like the truth in a CIA document? Like, yeah, I'm not discrediting what they say, because remote viewing, astral projection, all of this shit's real, right? But other things, they wouldn't just put it in there on a fucking website. And lots of it, if you really think about it, lots of the shit is declassified and never will ever see the light of day. So that also, supports that. But I just wanted to make this in a video again because I haven't made one in a fat minute. But I just wanted to make that in a video because this reality is not what people think. This reality is not what people seem, and this is something that I've realized myself personally by living here and having so much time to myself and evolving. Right now it's October 4th, 2025. I'm gonna upload this tonight, but like I said, every single moment of your whole entire life was already written and set in stone. From our perspective, we see it just like a movie clip. You have the beginning from 0 0 seconds to the ending of whenever that is, and us, we're just living it at a certain minute. It's already written. It's already guaranteed.